Hello. Well, I know I haven't been on YouTube in a good while, but I apologize. Good morning, and I hope you guys are doing excellent today. Well, I actually was feeling a little down lately. I've been meaning to put some more videos up, but when I do, I end up getting sidetracked because I forget. But have you ever been in a position where, or not a position, but you hear from God and He tells you to do something that you thinking like, wait a minute, God, I don't know about this because I got to do this, or I have a child. How am I going to be able to afford this? You want me to go where? When He approached Abraham, He told Abraham to leave his family. He didn't tell Abraham where he was going. He just told him that I'll let you know, when you get there. And he did, and God did. One thing about God, He is a man of His word. And His words and ways and love never fails. I'm going to give another example. I don't know if you ever heard of Leandria Johnson. She's a singer. And, she was going through a lot before she became who she is today. And she went to Sunday's Best, even as they was foreclosing on her house. And I like the song that she made because she said, I may have lost my house, but God has a mansion for me. Honey, that thing right there, it just spoke to my spirit. Because see, God can lead you to an unfamiliar place. I feel that we as His children, and I speak for myself, we get so used to being comfortable where we are, and where we are is not our final destination. So where we are, how else can we grow if He don't take us out of the unfamiliar? I'm gonna use myself for an example. This week I've been out of work for 7 weeks. Now you might say to yourself, Bonita, girl, what's wrong with you? You did what now? But in June, God spoke to me and He told me to put your 2 weeks in. And, I felt like Gideon. I was like, I have a son, even though I stay with my parents, I still have bills of my own. They don't, they don't take care of my bills. It's not like, even though I stay at home, they just take care of me. No, I take care of them, and we take care of each other, put it that way. And I take care of my son. So I was like, how am I going to provide for him? I still have a car note that I'm almost done paying off. So I'm like, I don't know, God, I don't think this you talking to me. So I test, the spirit of revelation, and, He was revealing to me some things that I had such a stir every day until I said, okay, July 1st, I'm putting in my notice. And I did, because I didn't want to miss my blessing. And I already knew that by working at Gracewood, I knew it was more to me than being a pharmacy tech. I know that God has something so far great, for me, and I did it. And that was a sacrifice on my part, not knowing where I was going, not knowing what I was going to do, but I just knew that my time was up, and so I left, and I applied to jobs, but even the jobs that I was applying for, I was like, I don't know if this is where you want me to be, God. So I would always ask, is this where you want me to be? And yes, it's been 7 weeks. I've had interviews, and like right now I'm getting ready to go to Thompson to take a test for the post office. So, things have been coming. It's been coming slow, but I feel like God is just testing my patience. And it's also, as my friend girl would say, the pruning. If it had not been for the shaking, the pruning, the pushing, He has to mold and shape us, Now, do I regret leaving? No, because I'm gonna use 2 examples. One, I was watching Bishop Noel Jones, and he was actually working before he became who he was. He just left his job. I'm quite sure he probably put a notice in, but all he heard was go. He saw the visions. And see, while I was at Gracewood, that's all I saw every day was visions of where God was taking me. And so he left, not knowing where he was going. Tasha Cobb, God told her in 4 months, you're going to move to Atlanta, but you have 4 months to do it. She didn't know where she was going or what she was doing. Lastly, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey had a family, left his job, to become a comedian, which was, his purpose, and he left, he filed for bankruptcy, everything, but yet look where he is today. See, God, we can, that's something that I even tell myself, we're going to go through a lot of things, when God tells us to do something, and even when he tells us to go, we may think, okay, I'm going to be right here, there, and, wherever, but we will get there when God tells us. It's all about, as my friend girl would say, patience. And most of all, not only having patience, but having faith, knowing that he's going to bring you out. Because the minute when you start feeling down and just say, you know what, I throw up my hands, I give up. That's when you're right there, right at the clip of being at your breakthrough, or being where God wants you to be. So don't give up. And I received this for myself, because I'm not going to give up, because I know what God has for me. And despite where I am and what I'm going through, he's restoring all. And we all going to come out this goal. So don't give up. Don't give in. Even if you do walk out, like if you heard God telling you to do something that is so unordinary, so unorthodox, just know this. When God speaks to you, he will not tell you to do something wrong. Just remember that. He will not tell you to do something wrong. He will always tell you to do the right thing. Because if something tells you to do something wrong, that's not from God. But he would tell you to do right. Like I said, even if it's unorthodox, it's something so out of the ordinary. Remember, when you step out on faith and do what he said, because that's something that I walked out jobs plenty of times, but I was young, but I have a responsibility. So this is new for me to say that, but I don't want to miss out on his blessing, because I know that God is getting ready to exalt me somewhere and going to do you the same way. But you just have to have faith and believe, because this is the year of double portion. And everything that you have been through, going through right now, finances looking like oh please, he is getting ready to restore it all. Just have faith. Don't give up. And I speak this for you, and I speak this to myself. So you have a blessed day. Keep the faith.